Metro Vancouver Watershed Field Trip Program is an exciting discovery-based package created for grade 4 and 5 students and their teachers.
A lot of children don't get the opportunity to come out into the forests and into the mountains that they live so close to. So it's a good experience for them just to be taken out and to actually find out what our mountains and our forests are like.
If you look around the classroom, you can see that there are 3 stations that are set up.
The program starts with organized classroom activities that prepare students for the day by introducing them to the 3 Metro Vancouver watersheds and piquing their curiosity with fun activities and games.
It's really well organized. I love that we have all these activities that have been planned for us before we actually go, and it really preps the students for the field trip, and it makes me more excited to go on the field trip as well.
It backs up the knowledge that they've already learned so that their understanding is much deeper if they've done the pre-trip workshops.
Your job with your partner is to choose 5 of these adjectives.
You learn a lot of new stuff, and the activities that you do leading up to it are fun too.
Emmett, light and dark. It could be light and dark. Any opportunity to get out of the classroom and actually see what we're learning about is a great opportunity for students and teachers.
The tree has fragile branches.
Because not a lot of people get to go into the watershed, and it's really awesome that our class gets to go.
The program continues with an outdoor experience day at either the Lower Seymour or Coquitlam watershed.
It's a full day tour. We start by meeting the class on their school bus. Right, good morning. I'm going to be one of your guides today. The security gate is important for us to explain to the children because general public cannot come into the watershed. So the students actually have to sign some forms to say that they will look after the watershed, they won't leave garbage, and that they will protect it whilst they are in here. We take them through the watershed and show them the dam and the reservoir, and we explain how everything is interlinked.
Well, you got to see different parts of nature and play fun activities about the watershed.
I tried to start getting the students to think about their effects on our drinking water and how much they're using, whether they can stop using quite so much. Do you think so? It involves a hike through the forest and experiencing, touching and feeling and sometimes tasting different things in the forest.
I taste celery and orange peel.
I liked it when we got to eat these needles that were on a tree.
I liked finding the 7 bones.
I liked walking barefoot in the forest because it felt really cool.
I am a mountain man.
The field trip gave them an opportunity to explore, so more of like a student-led learning instead of teacher-centered learning. There's so many things that we've been learning throughout the year, and it's kind of come together with this field trip. With science, we talked a lot about salmon in grade 5, and that seems to be a big connection. With PE, it's a great connection because we're out and we're going for a hike. And with social studies, we talked a little bit about how different plants helped First Nations groups. So there's so many different ways that it's connected to grade 5 curriculum.
After the watershed tour, teachers and students are encouraged to reflect on their field trip experiences and solidify the meaningful connections made on the field trip.
One of the biggest things that I appreciated about this project is how students had to think about the project after.
The goals of the trip are for the students to truly understand where their water comes from and the fact that their water is very clean. And also to start understanding that we can affect the quality of our water. So if we're not getting our water from a protected watershed, then often it can have human pollution in.
I learned a lot about where my drinking water comes from, and I learned quite a bit more about nature.
Many parts of the world don't have safe drinking water, and we're extremely lucky that we have very, very clean drinking water. I think it's important to Metro Vancouver to get the message out so that people understand why they're protecting this valuable resource.
It was a blast because I got to go on a hike and I saw some amazing views, and I got to see the reservoir, which is pretty nice. I would say it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, yeah.
This is something that they're really passionate about, and it's a lot to do with responsibility and taking care of our environment and why we should do the right thing. And I think as a teacher, it's neat to see them connecting with that.